My name is Brent, and this is my wife, Cinder.
Hi, January of 2012, I went to rehab so I could get our children back from DHS custody.
And I went to prison, and through all this time, she got a job with OFN, and was doing good. I got out of prison, and we'd both been addicted to meth, but we'd been clean. Well, it seemed like I traded one addiction for my meth addiction for gambling. And our house burnt that we was living in, and we moved to a motel for about 2 months. And we almost got down to where we didn't have no vehicle. Moved up here to Poto at the trailer park right down the road. And just one weekend, she wanted to go to church. So we come up here to church, had a real good time. I mean, well, the next weekend I went to church with my grandmother in Spiro, and I got saved. And she seen a big difference in me from when I did that, and I went and banned myself from the casino for 5 years.
During that time when his gambling was really bad, we were struggling. We couldn't even, our parents had to chip in to help us get groceries and stuff for the kids. We almost got evicted because we couldn't pay our rent due to the gambling.
And I told Sandra that I wanted to get, our kids are wanting to get into like a youth deal, and since we just live in Rock Island, I really liked this church and really enjoyed it.
And our kids, when we lived down here in Poto, our kids came to this church on Wednesday nights, and
plus we went to Celebrate and Recovery.
Yes.
And we did Celebrate and Recovery here and really enjoyed it, And so here a couple weekends ago, we come here and started bringing the kids here and really enjoyed it.
We want our kids not to have to go through the same struggles we do.
Right.
We want them to talk.
We have a 13-year-old son, and we have a 12-year-old son.
Our 13-year-old, his name is Colton. Our 12-year-old, his name is Andon.
And we have a 8-year-old July. She's a girl, and in our life now that we've got saved, everything matters. What we do for them, and we went to a deal in Oklahoma City here probably about 6 months, and it really drawed us so much closer, and that had a lot to do with the Lord. And so now we're trying to get them involved in youth church, because I feel if you're surrounded by Christians, it's a whole lot better. And the more we're around them, the better off we do, because you learn more about God, and that's just the better. We had to drop all of our old friends, and
I don't want my kids to, they seen what me and their dad went through our addiction, went through rehab and through his prison. I just want my kids, to know there's something else out there, worth living for than the disease of addiction. I don't want them to have to go to jail, have to go to prison, or I want our kids to go to college, not have to struggle day by day like we did for a while.
Okay, and I've been reading my Bible quite a bit, and I talked to Brian about getting baptized, and I've done a lot of reading up on it, and I feel like that's what I'm lacking, and me and her got baptized when we was in jail, but we wasn't saved. It wasn't, it was just something the church ministry come to the pod I was in and was like, your wife wants you to get baptized. She's getting baptized, so I went and got, baptized, so it wasn't. And I've always, I always wished I would have done it right. And, and here's my chance to do it right.
Yeah.